Sacred geometry as mathematical tool.
Some of us already know that geometry is a branch of mathematics that deals with the measurement, properties, and relationship of points, lines, angles, surface, and solids.
But what is sacred geometry?
Sacred geometry is the graphical display which lets you express and share between different cultures, traditions, and ways to communicate the same aesthetics, metaphysical, mathematical, and beauty values that each of us interprets and lives in his own way. In nature, we find patterns, designs, and structure from the most minuscule particles to expression of life discernible by human eyes to the greater cosmos. These inevitably follow geometrical archetypes which reveal to us the nature of each form and its vibrational resonance. They are also symbolic of the underlying metaphysical principle of the inseparable relationship of the part to the whole. This principle of oneness underlying all geometry that permeates the architecture of all form in its myriad diversity. This principle of interconnectedness, inseparability, and union provides us with a consciousness of our relationship to the whole, a blueprint for the mind to the sacred foundation of all things created. Sacred geometry is often referred to as the architecture of the universe. It is found throughout the natural world. It is all around us and is one of the very few subjects that satisfy both the left and right brain's hemispheres simultaneously. It satisfies the left brain's desires for the logical, sequential, and objective data. It also satisfies the right brain's desire for random, intuitive, and subjective data. It is simply not possible to cover all aspects of sacred geometry, although I will try to include as much as possible in this article. People have spent entire lifetimes studying a single aspect of sacred geometry, such as a rabbi studying the Kabbalistic tree of life. The following contents provides an overview on a few sacred geometry symbols.
Now, let's identify what are some of the most common shapes and what is their meaning in sacred geometry. We already know what is triangle. However, in sacred geometry, triangles symbolize balance, harmony, completion. Rising upwards, it irrelevant us to higher consciousness. In sacred geometry, square has a lot of meanings. It is the foundation, solidity, grounding, practical, earthly, and stability, dependability, and safety. That simple circle you see anywhere, it means wholeness, oneness, and never-ending circle or cycles of life. The internal constant cycles of change, unity, and perspection, inclusive and boundaries. We usually see cross inside the churches. However, the intersection of the two lines is where heaven and earth met, and the result of their union is mankind, symbolized by the cross.
So the spiral is spirals up to connect the physical self to the higher self and all levels of well-being, or interdimensionally and into the core of the earth. So a spiral is a curved pattern that focuses on a center point and a series of circular shapes that revolve around it. Examples of spirals are pine cones, pineapples, hurricanes. The reason for why plants use a spiral form, like the leaf picture above, is because they are constantly trying to grow but stay secure. Natulus, hells, and even coiled snakes contain spirals. One example of sacred geometry in nature is the Fibonacci spiral. The Fibonacci spiral is a pattern that repeats throughout nature and the greater universe. Sunflowers, hurricanes, galaxies. Vesica fiscis is a mathematical shape formed by intersecting two identical circles so that the center of each circle intersects the perimeter of the other. The union of heaven and earth in the body of Christ, Christian, the root element of the flower of life, Judaism, the cosmic mother, goddess Mayat, Egypt, merging of God and goddess Celts, Norse. The various other symbols can be derived from the Basica Fiscis, including the Ithics, also known as Jesus fish, the Triquetria symbol, and Rerolex triangle. The seed of life represent the 7 days of creation and symbolize of blessing and protection. And also, seed of life is a two-dimensional illustration that consists of 7 circles of the same size, which overlap. There are 6 circles on the outside which interconnect with the 7th circle in the middle.
Egg of life. It comprises 13 circles embedded which reappears to depict oneness, a symbol that has been used to represent new life, rebirth, and stands for 3 necessary things in people's life: health, stability, and fertility.
Flower of life found in Ireland, Turkey, Egypt, Greece, China, Israel, Germany, England, Tibet, Japan, and Sweden. Other skirt pattern such as the egg of life, seeds of life, and the tree of life also exist within the flower of life pattern. The typical defection flower of life also stops after 19 circles. The remaining circles are hidden outside the bounds of the outer circle. This spatial symbol represents the cycle of life. It's believed that within this symbol holds the most meaningful and sacred patterns of our universe as a tree of life. It represents numerous systems across varying cultures and religions. It represents to the connection to everything, includes the things we cannot see or avoid beyond.
How does sacred geometry impact our lives? Now that you know the true meaning behind sacred geometry, you can reflect on this realization to open up to life and the creation of the universe. Through your own unique healing and empowerment journey, you can feed your soul with symbolism, higher consciousness, and self-awareness. Most importantly, you can create harmony within and connect with your spiritual side to unify your physical, mental, and emotional beings. Even if you do not understand it entirely, you can use its power to enhance your life.
Thank you for watching!